Ridge, I shouldn't be here.
You think maybe we should have stopped for a burger instead?
My fiancé's in jail, and I should be there with him right now.
Nick's a big boy. He'll survive. He'll probably be released soon anyway. But before he is, I want you to hear what I have to say because it's going to make all the difference here. For you, for me, and for this little baby.
What are we still doing here?
Patience, Dominic, patience. This is all going to be cleared up very soon.
You keep saying that and nothing happens.
Good God.
No introduction is necessary, right?
There was no reason to drag her into this.
She acted as your courier.
Which makes her an accomplice.
And subject to indictment, along with the two of you.
This is insane. How many times are we gonna have to tell you
Never
guys?
mind, let's not get into this again.
Oh, we're going to. From the beginning.
Agent Purcell.
Director Belkin, sir.
We weren't expecting you.
Frank. It's about time you showed up.
I'm so sorry. I was out of the country. My office wasn't informed. Right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing.
I thought as much.
Your son?
Yes, this is Dominic.
Father's told me a lot about you.
What do you do? I can't quite say the same. So this is... Oh, I see. Frank. Very nice to meet you, Frank.
All right, I'm here. What is it that you want?
Whoa, wait. First of all, you could stop with the attitude. How about that?
You called at a very inopportune moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt a pedicure or something, Jackie?
Don't be impertinent.
Well, then don't give me this hoity-toity attitude, all right? Not today. I don't need it.
God, what is wrong with you?
Let's just say that this has not been my day.
Well, it hasn't been my day either. Massimo and Nicky, they're in jail. I mean, they need me.
Well, guess what? Nicky and his fiancée need you more.
What you talking about?
Seconds, Jackie. That's how close your son and Brooke were to getting married. A few measly seconds. But instead, what happens? Ridge the Magnificent comes busting in,
You know what?
and the
we
whole thing
are
gets...
all absolutely livid about that, but the moment that Nicky is released, they're gonna get married.
What? That's assuming that Ridge doesn't get there first. Oh, yeah. That's what's going on right now as we speak.
I honestly don't know what's left to say. Going over it again isn't going to change a thing.
Brooke, do you remember the last time we were here?
The night I told you about Nick and me, and what happened in the foundry.
Yeah. How this baby was conceived.
It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
And I just made it harder, didn't I, by the way I reacted?
Oh, Rich, you felt betrayed.
But not by you, Brooke. Never by you.
I can't do this. I have to go.
No, you just wait. Come on, hear me out here. Hear me out. You owe me this much. You owe us this much.
I don't understand. Apparently there has been some kind of mistake.
Just figuring that out, are you?
Sir, we had no idea.
Who this man is, or how much he's done for his country? Oh, that's painfully obvious.
It's all right, Frank. They're only trying to do their jobs, albeit a little too enthusiastic.
With all due respect, sir, we have documentation of bribes to foreign officials. We have flagrant violations of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act.
You are hardly qualified to make that determination, Agent Purcell. Now, why wasn't I notified about this investigation from the beginning?
Well, boys, we're all dying to hear. We weren't aware of your friendship with Mr. Maroney.
Our friendship is based on my profound respect for this man's peacekeeping efforts around the world. He has made some of the most delicate international relationships possible. He's pumped investment dollars into regions that would otherwise have fallen into chaos, primary recruiting grounds for our enemies. And he's undertaken massive humanitarian efforts, which have engendered goodwill and gratitude toward our country. Now, is any of this ringing a bell? I am so sorry for the inconvenience, my friend.
It's okay, Frank. No, don't worry about it. The only thing I must say that is concerning me is the press attention that this has garnered. I mean, the possibility that it might compromise our future efforts.
Well, we'll issue a formal public apology and dismiss all charges immediately. That should appease the public and your shareholders.
Thank you, Frank. I knew that you'd come through for me.
Certainly.
You okay?
I am now. You?
I will be as soon as I get to my fiance. Hey, Frank! We free to go? I got a lady to get to.
Yes, Rich. I owe you. You deserve so much better than what you've gotten.
No, that's not what I meant.
But it's true. That's why I can't stand to talk about it anymore. I know what I've done to you, and I hate it. And I know you keep blaming Nick.
I'm through blaming Nick. Fact is, whatever he did or didn't do, we'd still be together, Brooke. If I just handled things better. But I'm not leaving here until I convince you that I am never gonna let you down again.
You never let me down.
No, the hell I didn't. When we found out that baby was Nick's,
You were supportive. You were wonderful.
yeah, well, on the inside, I was a total mess.
I understood.
I thought you did. I admit, at first, I wasn't sure. That's why I let you go. And that was the biggest mistake of my life.
But Rich, it wasn't a mistake if you can't handle it.
But I can. You still don't get it, do you? The only thing I can't handle, Brooke, is living my life without you.
I'm gonna have to do something about this.
I tell you what, somebody better do something. Otherwise, Ridge is gonna put a ring on Brooke's finger.
No, not Ridge, you.
Me what?
Fabricating these crises every time you get lonely.
Is that what you think I'm doing?
Yes,
I'm making this up?
Yes, don't deny it.
You know what? You are a real piece of work, lady.
What I am is married, happily married, thank you.
Well, that didn't seem to stop you the other night, did it?
Don't you dare bring up the other night. Because you don't do yourself any favors reminding me how you took advantage.
Oh, is that how it happened?
Yes, it is. You've been manipulating me since the first moment we met. And I think that you get some kind of perverse pleasure out of contriving these emergencies and sending me into a panic. Well, you're just going to have to get your jollies somewhere else, because I'm through.
Okay.
Through coming over here
Well,
every time.
Time out. Listen to me. First of all, I'm not contriving anything. Ridge is. Right now, Right now, Jackie, he is in hot pursuit of Brooke. And if you don't do something about right now...
No, I know where Ridge is. I happen to know that Ridge has been at a family gathering at his parents' house. His brother's wedding, in fact.
Really? Well, then you probably know that Ridge brought a date with him. Do you want to know who it is? Brooke.
That can't be right. You're mistaken.
Jackie, I don't like this any better than you do.
Where are you getting your information?
Okay, I got a buddy. He's a limo driver. And what? Stop. Listen to me. He goes to pick Ridge and his kids up to go to the wedding. They make a stop. Brooks.
She wouldn't do that. Nicky is still behind bars.
Well, you know what they say, Jackie, when the cat's away,
No, she loves Nicky. He told me she went to see him. They were still discussing the wedding plans.
You know, apparently plans have changed.
You know, even if she did go, it was a family event.
They were definitely acting like a family.
Oh, yeah, right. According to your friend, the limo driver. What does he know?
Well, for one thing, he knows where they are. Together. Alone together.
I don't believe it.
What part of this aren't you believing? You know how Ridge is with Brooke. You know how Brooke is with Ridge. I mean, come on. The longer the captain is MIA...
Stop it, okay? Brooke loves Nicky. She's carrying his child, and I don't care what Ridge says or what Ridge does. Nothing he does is going to affect that.
Listen to me. They went to the wedding together. They're still together. Any way you slice it, this is not good. Not for anyone involved.
Ah, yeah. It is good to be home.
Listen, you look kind of tired. Why don't you go upstairs and take it easy, huh?
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna go look for your mother first.
I don't know why she didn't answer her when we called. She didn't pick up on her cell, nothing. I don't like that.
Yeah, well, maybe Hudson knows where. I'll be back. Hey, that's funny. I can't find Hudson either. Thinking about the wedding?
A little bit. I'd be on my honeymoon right now if it wasn't for Forrester.
Listen, you'll pick up right where you left off.
Yes, I will.
So, what are you waiting for?
I'm right, aren't I? Your decision to leave, to marry Nick, it all comes from that one night when I couldn't make love to you.
I don't want to talk about this.
But we have to, Brooke. We have to talk about it. If I could just go back in time here.
You would hide it better. I needed to know how you felt, Ridge, and who could blame you?
Well, it was just my initial reaction. The shock of it all.
Oh, it was more than that, and you know it.
Doesn't really matter now because I am over it, Brooke. Believe me, I am over it. You don't believe me, do you? Let it ring.
Ridge, it could be news about Nick.
That can wait. This can't. Why can't I get through to you here? Isn't it obvious how much I love you, how much I want and need you?
Yes, it is. But it's not enough. Not for my son.
On. Where the hell are you?
Where are they?
Having dinner. In the private dining room at Ridge's club.
God, has that man got absolutely no shame?
What do you want, Jackie? The guy's fighting for the woman he loves.
Yeah, who happens to be carrying my son's child?
Well, be that as it may, Ridge is putting on the full court press here, and guess what? It's working.
You don't know that.
What do you mean I don't know that? They were at the wedding together. Right now, they're at their very favorite romantic spot together. Now, if I was a betting man, which I happen to be, I would say things are looking pretty bleak for the captain and Brooke, which means that they ain't looking too good for me either, unless they tie the... Yes, me!
Ah, because Nick got Brooke to let you back into Hope's life.
Jackie, if he's out of the picture, so am I. That is not going to happen. I am not going to lose her, not after everything that I've done to get to this point. All right,
I think you're just overreacting, Deacon. I mean, look, Brooke and Ridge have had plenty of very private conversations in very romantic places.
Will you take
Hasn't
your head out of
meant
your...
anything.
Take your head out of the sand, okay, Jackie? The only way that I'm gonna be a father to Hope is if Brooke goes back to Nick. You see, I've got everything on the line right now.
You're not the only one, Deacon. There's a lot at stake here.
I don't
much
care.
more.
She's the only one I care. I care about you too. But if Brooke goes back to Ridge, I'm gonna...
It's not gonna happen.
Why? I'm sorry, why isn't it gonna happen? Because you say it's not? I know Forrester's M.O. He's gonna go in there and he's gonna sweep her off her feet. He doesn't give a damn, baby or no baby.
Deacon, you are being utterly ridiculous because Brooke wants to raise her baby.
You know what?
With
You
the baby
keep saying that, all right?
father.
As long as Ridge thinks that the baby's Nick's, then we got no problem.
What do you mean? As long as he thinks the baby is Nick's. The baby is Nick's. Deacon, you had those tests run again. You told me that Nicky is the father of Brooke's baby. Okay, give them to me.
What?
No, give them to me. The test results.
I don't
want to
have
see
them. I don't have them.
Why don't you have them?
Because I burned them.
You burned them. You burned them. Why would you burn them unless... Oh, my God. Nicky isn't the father of Brooke's baby, is he? You lied to me, Deacon. You lied to me. You lied to me.
I know you love me. I don't doubt that. But this baby...
I love him too.
You say that, and I know you want to believe it's true.
It is true, Brooke. It is true. Yes, technically he's not my child. So what? We were going to raise Hope together. We were raising her together. Do you think that made any difference in the way I treated her or loved her?
No.
No. Well, why would this be any different?
Because this is Nick's child. And Nick is your brother. And the way it happened, you'll never forget. I wanted to believe you could forget it. But that night, when you couldn't touch me, you couldn't even look at me. And you were repulsed by this baby growing inside of me.
No.
Ridge, I know it's not your fault. But I could see that you were trying to pretend that I knew. The same way this baby would know.
That's what you've been afraid of?
My child deserves to be loved.
I do love him, Brooke. I love him because he's a part of you.
And he's also a part of Nick. What happens if he looks like him? If he sounds like him? If he acts like him? Is that going to bother you?
No.
Ridge, I know that you said you're willing to accept him. You're willing to raise him. And maybe even love him. But how does that compare to a father that already loves him? Who adores him, who can't wait to accept him and bring him into this world? I cannot ask my son to settle for less. I just can't. No matter how much I love you. And I will always love you.